So, because you didn't tell me what you want us to discuss, I decided to discuss the same thing again. Why are you always learning? And because Lubomir is right now learning English, Lubomir, when do we use present continuous and always?
When we do
Usually always goes with present simple.
yes, but
Why do you always learn? So what do we mean when we say, why are you always learning?
when we talk about habit, about bad habit or bad
That we in fact
we just
criticize. Yes,
someone.
we criticize, we don't like it. When we say, why do you always come late? This is just stating the fact. But when we say, why are you always coming late? It means, I'm getting angry. You're doing it every day. So this is a special use of the present continuous. Hi, Tony. Hello, so happy to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, this is a special use of the present continuous, and it shows that this kind of behavior irritates you, it gets on your nerves, and you criticize it, you don't like it. So, why are you always learning, guys? Let me ask you, why? Why do you learn? What is your motivation to learn? Anything. Not just English.
I feel better when I learn something new, and because I was it's activate my curiosity, and I think that when it's personally for me, when I'm learning, I I have I use different skills. I learning about to do better some things and at work, at my life. And
so does it mean that you learn things that are practical?
Yes, and that I can use, or I can know when I know something, I feel better, and I use this knowledge, this and in real life. I think that all it's all our life, when we negotiate, when we talk with other people, when we have much knowledge, we can share, we can talk, we can I feel important person when I work.
Okay, so this is your motivation. Good. What about the others? What do you guys, why do you guys learn?
I learn personally. For me, I learn because I feel better. That's true, but I feel also alive. Yeah.
Okay.
And for me also it's very important because I want to start something new after when I finish
the process of learning.
Yeah, to stay at home with my kids.
Okay. All right. So on the one hand, it's very practical. On the other hand, it has part. It is part of your plan.
Yes, it's part. Of my plan.
Very good.
Yeah. And at this moment, I'm learning at the university.
At the university. If you don't mean the building, it is at. But if you say, I am in the university, it means you are inside the building.
At the university.
At the university. Okay, Steffi, what about you? Why do you learn all your life?
Actually, like Lubomir, this makes me happy somehow. I don't know why.
Somehow, okay.
Somehow, yes, because it changes my mood. For example, if I have a series of one and the same days, and I'm doing one and the same thing every day, I feel that I'm not in a good mood after that. Even if I'm very good at what I'm doing, I was perfect, finish everything, didn't leave anything for tomorrow.
But the routine.
But the routine just doesn't make me feel happy. And I think the learning motivates me to learn more. This is for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it
And
sounds like a drug. The more you take, the more you want.
sounds like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
For example, yeah, during the last year, during the same time when the hotel was almost closed and we had like a few guests only, I didn't have much to do in my field because I'm in the sales department and there was nothing to sell. But I was helping in other departments and learning a lot from administration to even operations. And even though it was such a hard time, for me, it was beneficial, and I felt maybe important, or I did something
Okay,
something new.
very good. Thank you. Mariana, what about you? You are the one who always learns something. You always study new course, new skill, something new. Why?
Now, because I like it, or because, well, I haven't decided, because from school I have the fear that I have to learn, otherwise, someone is going to do something bad. Um, or someone will say, and it's really not good. Someone will say, "Why don't you know this or that? How is it possible?" And I will say, "Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry."
Okay, so you felt somehow inferior when you didn't know.
Because
Okay.
the people want me to know that.
Okay, so it was more or less pressure from people, but
Yeah.
now you like it. So what happened? How did
Well,
things change?
mm, if hasn't changed, I found that it's not changed.
Okay, so this is again your motivation today. But you
uh,
like it.
I like to learn, for example, a language, but when I have to do something or to speak the language, if it's a close to my language, I start to feel this fear again, for example. Oh, the teacher will say, "Oh, you don't know this, but we have studied that."
All right, so you mentioned something really important. How important is the teacher when you learn? And do you need a teacher to learn? What is your experience? What can you share?
I need someone to motivate me
Uh-huh.
and to help me if I do something wrong, if I write something, for
Okay.
example.
Okay. So what about when you try alone? How does it work out for you?
Alone,
You do a lot of things alone.
yeah, if I do something alone, it's like, yeah, there is no one to make me feel stressed.
Uh-huh. So isn't it better for you?
Uh, Maybe, but I can
But
stop
then
easily.
there is no person to correct you, and you
Uh-huh.
feel that you need correction. Why? If you're doing good, why do you need correction?
Well, I always need correction.
Because when there is no teacher, very often we believe that we do well, but in fact we don't.
This is the reason.
Okay, thank you, Mariana. What about you guys? Do you need a teacher, and how important is the teacher?
Usually for for every task, it's easier when you have somebody to show you how to start. But after that, maybe for me it's easier to find my own way and do it in my own way. But in the beginning, it's hard to start something without somebody to show you the basics.
Okay, so it's some kind of activation for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then when you get some momentum, you can go on your own.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Thank you. What about you guys?
For me personally, it's easier to in the beginning to start alone, but after that I feel I'm in the something like labyrinth.
Labyrinth, yes.
And need to someone who show me the way.
So it's easy to get in, but you don't know how to get out. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. And Lumir, what do you think?
I need a teacher because it depends on the knowledge. If if it's important to me, I need a teacher because what you said, I can think that I can do in the right way, but sometimes we do not know because I don't have a structure. I just learn some kind of knowledge, but chaotic, okay, without structure, without a plan. But when we talk to a teacher, he knows he or she, the teacher, can show us which way. It's a different opinion, different point of view, because I can think someone that is truant I can do in a right way, but it isn't because I don't have knowledge, what kind of skills, and all these it's important things. If I do something important to me, I need for a teacher or trainer. Or this is not only professional. Maybe I can use for a hobby or for a rest, but teacher is important to me. So
important to you. All right. So yeah, sorry. Could you give me a real example of a good teacher and a bad teacher? No names, but just maybe your first teacher, someone who helped you on the one hand, and someone who somehow prevented you or stopped you from moving on. Can you share some examples, and what do you usually think of a teacher? What is important for you in a teacher? Why don't you share about that, please?
Okay, I will. I have good examples and bad examples, yes. But when I was in school, when I have a bad examples, a teacher who scared me, and who this is not a one person. I can share more examples in different just different my
different
phases, teachers, yes. And when they fear us because I studied different time, it's many years ago. I was scared. What Maria said, that if I don't know, I can. One of them encouraged me to learn more. Like
how did that person encourage you?
After because in the class I didn't show my emotion. I need to follow the instructions, but I didn't know more than enough. Maybe I have a better, not very good. How I can see it. The term, school term.
Okay, your grades at school.
My grades, yes. But after that, after school, I can show my example for history, because our teacher scared us. It was a bad example because, but I use this knowledge from the book, and when I stay at home, when I use this book in a different class, for example, for math, I didn't. I just stay in the last table, or not table, it's,
The last desk.
well,
Yes.
desk, and I read the lessons and different, not in our program, but the other ones.
So sorry to interrupt. It means that the teacher was not a good example, but you didn't hate the subject.
Yes, I try to find in literature also. I have a bad example with because. For example, in literature, my teacher focused on the author that I didn't like. It's not mine.
Okay.
Now it's one of my favorite authors. I don't
So
know
the teacher
how.
was right.
Yes, maybe, but my other example with Russian, the first teacher, it was horrible. She even beat us, so not only.
Wow.
Yes, it was very strong.
Wow.
And
A real Russian lady.
Yes, yeah, she didn't speak Bulgarian.
Okay, I know what you mean.
But after that, other teacher in Russian next year. Russian was my favorite class. Yes, even I were learning Russian until my graduate. Yes.
Okay.
The end.
So you didn't associate the teacher with the subject, which is really interesting, because usually people say, I hate the subject because I hated the teacher.
I don't, because I'm very bad in math. But yes, but I have different examples. I have one of the best teacher in my town, but I didn't like not the person. I didn't like the.
You like the subject. Okay, so for you things were completely different. Very interesting.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Okay, what about the others? Did anybody love math?
I have got an example for a good teacher and not so good. And this example is very new from
fresh.
Fresh. Yes. I didn't know this word is only for fruits, or
no, it could be a fresh example.
Fresh example. Yes. Yeah. I like it the first subject because the lady is very she's strong, a young woman, but also she speaks very fast, and for 5 days she has got lectures. We have got lectures 5 days, but she takes the lectures for only 2 days, and she give it us the whole material for.
Okay. So did you like that?
Yes, I like it, but it's because.
But it's too much.
Yes, it's too much, but she is speaking very
okay.
fast, and she understood everything, and she's really good at this, and
right.
To understood also the subject.
Okay.
The another lady, she's another subject with
another. Another.
No, another. Yes, she's. It's not so young. She's very strange. It's very big lady with red hair, strange rings and earrings. And she speaks very slow.
Okay.
And she's another.
She's the opposite.
Opposite, yeah. And you understood, and the information, the level of the information is very, it's not so
very low.
Very low, yeah.
Okay. So for you, it's important the whole personality as well as the style.
The whole personality, also the information,
Yeah.
which she gave it to us. The second example, we have had got very long with her, but the information was very low.
Okay.
But for first lady, it was very good.
Okay, thank you. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mariana, what about you? What are your examples?
Well, the bad teacher maybe was the teacher of chemistry, because when she was entering in the room, we knew that she's gonna start to shout.
Wow. Why? Why was she always angry?
Because she was a strict person, and if we don't say something like how it's written in the textbook, she's gonna say, "Oh no, it's not true. The next one."
Really? Wow. So maybe she was a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so what didn't you like about her? The shouting or the perfectionism or both?
everything. Or, for example, I wrote Bulgaria with not a capital letter,
Small letter.
with small letter, and she saw it. I don't know how. How can you write Bulgarian with small letter?
Yeah, that's the end of the world. All right. And what about the good teacher example?
The good teacher, yeah, she was a teacher at biology, and she was explaining everything like a fairy tale, like, and we were not sleeping. We were listening carefully, maybe sleeping a little bit, but still listening. I don't know how.
Okay.
And when we had exams, she was asking questions in a way that we can understand it and answer correctly with no strange words.
Okay. So, yeah, Steffi, would you like to add something?
Well, actually, my examples would be similar to the others.
Okay, but let me ask you then, what is important if you were to choose a teacher? What would you look for?
On first place, I would like the teacher to be knowledgeable.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. Some people just they can explain the things to the others, and there are other people that can do the things but cannot explain how they are doing it.
And it's not just a skill. Sometimes it's very much connected with personality.
Yes, I think it is connected to personality, yeah. And maybe experience, but still, I think some people, even though they're very knowledgeable, they're experts, they cannot transfer their knowledge and information
from their
to the
head
others.
to the student's head.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
one of the difficulties, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lubomir, you had some teaching practice. What was really hard for you? And what did you think of your students? What they liked about you?
I think that I choose them for new information, not only the book, in a different way.
So you gave them something extra?
Yes, without the strong structure in the book. I follow because I have to. But after I encourage them with good things, even the bad students who did not know much, I encourage not to joke with them. I just explain, similar, but it's what Steffi said is the most difficult thing to explain in the person who didn't know, because I love strict teachers, but okay, this is a different topic. I think that this is I think that they like me because I was a different person. I on the even I we have exams and I motivated all I'm not sure that I motivate all of them, but I try to talk with all of them in the on the desk, and I show them not to joke, because I have a better example. When someone didn't know, all class joke or laugh about it's a very confusing and very bad practice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's very bad for the person.
Even when someone shares something a bit small information, I was happy because this person I try to touch them with some different way, and it's interesting. I use this practice at university, for example, for a math, when I have the most high exam, or not how.
What do you mean the high exam?
The
highest grade.
Grade, yes, grade. At the university, not in the school, because this teacher explained me how I can use some the math, some techniques in the practice in my life.
Okay.
And, it was just one example, but I used in my graduate exam, I feel better. I think that this is the thing, but I don't. One of the hardest thing, because hardest thing, it's skills to motivate it a long time, and how to be, I try to find a solution how to be about the discipline, about it's very difficult to motivate it different people, like children. It was very for me it was easy because I worked with in not with small children,
with teenagers,
yes, they were close to me, like age, but if I think that if I teaching small children, for me it would be difficult.
It was difficult, yes,
because it's different. I have practiced with my nephew. I know more than him, but it's very difficult to explain this knowledge, and because he felt bored and he didn't listen to me.
Yeah, with children it's special. All right, thank you. And Tony, would you like to share one or two things about teaching and children? Do you think it will be possible with that cute boy that you have with you? Is it easy to be a teacher, and what is difficult?
Did you hear?
Yes, now we hear you.
Yeah, it's not easy to be a teacher, but for me personally, it's more easier to be a teacher to another children, not to
other children. Other children, but not your own. Yeah, it usually works like that.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it.
All right. So thank you, guys. I would like to finish off with this. We don't usually pay attention to that, but knowledge comes with responsibility. When we learn something, we're responsible to get it through our head, through our life, and then somehow apply or share with someone else. Knowledge is like a river. When you stop it becomes stale water that starts stinking. Knowledge is something that needs to flow. You receive, you process, and then you pass on. I believe this is our responsibility. And especially in this crazy century that we share everything, maybe quite often more than necessary. But I believe knowledge is something that we are responsible to share with the right people. You can't share with everyone, but people who are open to learn, people who are curious, people who would like to know and to move on and develop, these are the best people. And I'm the best and luckiest person because I have you. I can't imagine having so many people who want to learn every day and all the time. But you have your responsibility to share things that you have learned. So that's why I expect you to share in the group. Tony, I added you to the group too. So please write in English because it's one more skill that we need to develop, writing. It's a totally different skill. And you can comment, or you can share something briefly, or you can ask questions. And let's start communicating in writing also. And you can suggest ideas, what we can discuss. Because if you don't, I will open my book and I will take my topics, and then you have nothing to do about it. Lubomir, we can start talking about math.
Oh, wow.
No, I can't. All right. So, but please, let's really get that seriously, because I know that you know a lot and I know that you have so much to share, like Steffi did. It doesn't have to be something huge. It doesn't have to be something very formal. Not at all. I'm not formal. I'm in my t-shirt. But
George,
I believe that everybody can. Yes, Mariana.
well, I'm a practical person and I learn things that are going to be useful for me.
Not only, how do you know that they're not useful for me?
For example, languages, okay, books, okay, but theories like your stuff in the strange books that we were reading.
Okay, but you can say something and you can check if we're interested. And when you write about it in the group, for example, Lubomir can teach us something about cars. And maybe not everybody is interested, but it's good to have some general knowledge, and we don't need to have 10 sessions. We can have 10 minutes and he can explain something, and I believe it will be good for all of us because we will learn some words connected with cars, maybe some special models of cars, maybe some special tricks, how to sell a car, I don't know. But things that we can share. Don't think so much about the information. It is something that is precious because this is something that you know. And what Steffi said, maybe some of you can be a great teacher and really have the skill how to present, how to give to others. We need to check. Maybe you're the person who is going to be the next great teacher. We don't know. Hi. So many people attending today. All right, so let's use the group, let's discuss there, let's share ideas. And I'm not going to force anybody, but I would be happy if you take this step and share with us, right?
All right. Okay.
So have a great evening, guys. Thanks again.
you.
I am the luckiest person. So see you.
Thank you. Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yes.
Bye bye.